Whether you're eyeing your first race or looking to conquer a new distance, Pigworks has you covered. From the Oktoberfest themed 14K and 7K to the Queen Bee 4-miler and half marathon, there is something for everyone. And to give us the inside scoop on those exciting events and how they fit into your running goals, we're joined by the new executive director of Pigworks, Doug Oberding. And Doug, it's so great to have you here.
It is wonderful to be here today.
And congratulations on the job and everything.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's quite a change. This is the first fall semester in 26 years where I don't have that anxiety of preparing for classes at Xavier University.
That's right. This is a kind of a shift for you.
This is a shift. It's been a shift, yes.
So what excites you most about taking on this new role?
Well, the thing that excites me most is what Pigworks and the Flying Pig Marathon and all our events do for this city. We try to weave movement and fitness into the fabric of the community, and we have this connection with our nonprofit organizations. And so we do so much more good than just put on these races. It is really building up our community, and that's what gets me excited.
And I am so proud to say that I am a Pigworks ambassador for this year. So there's a connection here. But tell us about the 14K and the 7K coming up. What can runners look forward to?
So this is the final race in our beer series, right? So we have the Bach Beer Run and we have the 50 West Mile, and so this is the final race in our beer series. So if you're a brew hog, you're going to get your third medal here. But this is to celebrate Cincinnati's brewery heritage, right?
Yes.
We've had this for quite a while. And it's a beautiful course that runs throughout the city. We go over, across into Covington and into Newport and come on back. So it's a very challenging course, but not too hilly.
Yeah, I'm registered, I think, for the 14K. So that will be a long distance for me, but I'm looking forward to it. And then shortly after that, there's the Queen Bee 4-miler and half marathon. I am so looking forward to this race. As a matter of fact, I have all of my gear here. I've got my glasses and everything. What can people expect from that race?
Well, the Queen Bee, as you know, is just a celebration, right?
Yes.
It is a celebration of women running in Cincinnati. You know, it started, when we started it, this is our 11th year, right? But when we started it 11 years ago, part of it was that we had heard that a company was going to come in and start a women's half marathon. And we just thought, we got to get in front of this. So we just announced, we're going to have a women's half marathon. We didn't have a plan for it or anything. We just said we were going to do it to keep everybody out.
Right.
But this really has become one of our signature events. And to be down at the starting line and the finish line there, to see all the people, the different groups, the generations of runners, it is so fabulous. It's one of my favorite events.
Yeah, and the costumes, but it's really the camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know, the running community really comes together, and when it's all women, I think it's a little special.
Well, guys can run it.
Guys can run too.
Guys can run it, but we're celebrating women in this race, and it is a very fun event.
Very cool, very cool. So tell me about new runners training, because some people are watching us now, I kind of want to do that. Yeah. How do I get started?
Yeah, so, I think the thing is, you don't have to run, right?
True.
You can walk, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is to start small and build gradually. I think the biggest mistake runners make sometimes is they get excited. The Olympics were just on. Maybe you watch the Olympics and you're like, I'm going to start running. And maybe you go out and you try and do too much too soon. So the thing is to build gradually. I recommend people to first start walking. If you're not in shape or you haven't started a fitness program, start out by walking. Walk every other day for 30 minutes. Right. And then build one slow run in per week and gradually build into it. As I said, when people get really excited in the very beginning, the tendency is to run too far, too fast and too often, right? Which can lead to some nagging little injuries. But if you just build gradually, and then the other thing is if you're not sure, I always just come down to the finish line. If you've never experienced this, come down to the finish line of the Queen Bee and watch the celebration, and you will be hooked.
You'll be inspired, that is for sure.
Yes.
And I do agree with going at your own pace.
Yeah.
You're not competing against anyone else.
Right.
Run your own race.
Yeah, and a good rule of thumb that I've always used is if I can talk to somebody next to me and run, that's the right pace.
Exactly.
So if you find you're running and you're out of breath, you're running too fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow down.
Okay, with all that said, where can people go to sign up, Doug?
So you can go online right now to flyingpigmarathon.com, and all of our events are opened up. We will have registration packet pickup the days before. So the Brewery 14K will be at our offices at 644 Lynn Street, and then the the Queen Bee Expo, the Boutique, right?
We love it too.
Is going to be at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center this year. Obviously, the convention center now is under construction here in Cincinnati, so we're going to be across the river at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center. That's where everything's going to be happening. You'll be able to pick up your packets. If you need to still register, you can do it at that point too.
Yeah, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that you can get a discount if you put in my code. So take a look at that right now. I think it's Michelle24. Make sure you go register, get a little bit of a discount. And I am all ready for the Queen Bee, Doug. I've got everything ready.
And you even got a pink and purple phone case. Look at that.
Pink and purple. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Yes.
and good luck with everything. We're going to have a great time.
Thank you.
All right.